It's John from Mold Removal Center, www.moldremovalcenter.com, and today we are going to talk about how to clean a moldy sponge. All right, mold and your kitchen sponge. Let me paint a picture for you. You're using a relatively new kitchen sponge, you're doing the dishes with soap and hot water, you're wiping down your counters. You finish. You squeeze the water out of your sponge, you put it in its happy little drying place, wherever that is. You wipe your hands and wham! You smell that funky, moldy, musty stink on your hands. What's going on with that? I mean, this thing has been soaked in soap and hot water. If it's not clean, what is? I mean, shouldn't that be good enough? Well, not exactly. Here's the basics about mold and mildew. Here's what they don't care about. They don't care about soap. They don't care about hot water. All they care about and what they thrive in is musty, airless, damp environments. Kind of sounds like a sponge, doesn't it? Yep. So what do? Well, what can you do about that? Besides, just buying new sponges every couple of weeks and loading up the landfill. Now, according to the USDA, who conducted an actual study about your kitchen sponge, the two best solutions for this problem are: number one, microwave your sponge while it's still damp for 1 minute. That'll do wonders. Second, place your sponge in the dishwasher and run it with a drying cycle. That also works very, very well. And here's the effects of these methods. These two methods were both found to eliminate more than 99% of the yeast and molds harbored by a typical dirty kitchen sponge. So that's good news. And if you have bacteria concerns with your sponge, which is a whole different experience and matter than mold spores, microwaving killed 99.99999% of the bacteria present, and dishwashing killed just a little less. Still pretty good. So we've also got some other time-tested methods. If you're, say you're living in the middle of nowhere and you don't have a microwave or a dishwasher, there are a couple other things you can do to get rid of the mold. You can squeeze the hot water out of it and then use a small amount of white vinegar. Now, white vinegar is extremely acidic, and that acid environment will literally inhibit mold growth. Mold is not happy when vinegar is around. Number two, you could consider diluted hydrogen peroxide. Also clears out the mold growth. And it's a really good inhibitor of mold. Sunlight, the number one enemy of mold. It's reliable, it's all natural, and when you squeeze out your sponge, you can just leave it on a sunny windowsill. Works wonders. Now let's get into some prevention. You can't completely prevent mold from growing in your kitchen sponge, but here's how you can keep it at bay. Squeeze out all the soap. Squeeze it all out. That'll let it dry faster. Number two, you can increase the ventilation in your kitchen. Mold loves still air. So as long as you've cracked open a window or you got some air flowing through there, that'll help too. You could consider like a special sink holder that actually suspends the sponge over the sink, and it gives every surface area of the sponge a chance to get a little air drying. It's like almost like a basket, and that way most of it is surrounded by air, and that can also help dry it out quickly. Get on board with a whole different kind of sponge, like a Tuffy scrubber type mesh sponge, or handy wipes are also an inexpensive way to do it, or a washcloth from the dollar store. I mean, these are other ways to go if you don't want to go the dishwasher microwave route. Now, a note about those newfangled sponges. Every now and then you watch those commercials and you say, wow, really? They're antimicrobial, huh? Maybe they'll, get rid of everything. Sometimes those antimicrobial compounds can actually be worse than the microbes they're trying to get rid of. So let's just stick with what works. Keep your family healthy. If your kitchen sponge is beginning to smell moldy, just neutralize it. Okay? The microwave heating and the dishwashing drying cycle methods are awesome ways to get rid of the mold from your sponge. They're easy and they're convenient, and they can help stop mold from spreading from the sponge to other places in the house, and that keeps your family healthy in the process. Moldremovalcenter.com. Check it out. We've got lots of great information about how to get rid of mold in every room of the home. Use us whenever you're interested in becoming mold-free.